a German apple cake. Let's make it healthy. Our ingredients that you'll need today is 3 apples, peeled and cut into slices, 1/2 cup non-hydrogenated dairy-free butter, 1/2 cup granulated sugar, 1/2 cup of unsweetened applesauce, 2 tablespoons non-dairy milk. I will be using coconut milk, 1/2 cup of unbleached all-purpose flour, 2½ teaspoons of baking powder. And for our topping, we will be needing 1/4 cup firmly packed light or dark brown sugar, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1/2 teaspoon of ground ginger. The first thing you're going to want to do is preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. The next thing you're going to want to do is lightly grease a 9-inch springform pan. This is the one that I'll be using today. After you've greased your pan, you will want to make the cake to cook your apples in a little bit of water on the stove or in their microwave until they're just a little soft but not mushy. I put them in the microwave for no longer than 1.5 minutes. So let's do that. Okay, I just heated up my apples in the microwave and they are all ready. Next, we're going to cream together our butter and our sugar. I'll be using this sweetened monk fruit sweetener for the topping, and I'll be using the organic cane sugar for the cake. So, let's do that. Just gonna pour my butter and my sugar into a big bowl. Okay, I have my butter and sugar all creamed together, and it should be looking just like this. Next, we are going to add the applesauce and our milk. The 2 tablespoons of milk and the 1/2 cup of applesauce. Then we're going to mix that together. Be back. Okay, after you're done with that, it'll be looking a little weird, but it'll come together. To finish our batter, we are going to be adding our flour and our baking powder. Let's mix that in. Okay, when you're done with the batter and mixing the flour and the baking powder in, it should be looking just like this. More bland and a little bit of color, like the applesauce, but it looks like a cake mix. So, after that, we are going to be adding the batter into the cake. We're just going to scoop it in until it covers the whole pan. Be back. Okay, after you have your batter in your pan on the bottom, we are just going to arrange our apples in a circle on the top of the cake. Just kind of put it on top of the cake in a circle. Okay, I finished layering my apples on the top of my cake. It should look like that. And so, and I just want to tell you where I'm getting my recipe from. I'm getting my recipe from this book, The Joy of Vegan Baking. It's a really good book. It has a bunch of good recipes on how to make all these yummy, quick desserts. And let's see how this one goes. I did 2 layers because I cannot fit the 1 layer of apples, all the apples on the 1 layer, because the apples are going to shrink. So you want to put all the apples. Okay, now we're gonna make our topping. The first thing we're gonna need to do is to mix together our brown sugar. Make sure you have any clumps out. Your ginger, ground ginger, and your cinnamon. You're just gonna kind of stir it together with a little spoon and then sprinkle it over the apples. I'll be back. Okay, once you have it all mixed together, you're just gonna sprinkle it on. Just oh my god, it looks really pretty. But you're just gonna kind of like sprinkle it on, sprinkle all of it on. Don't forget the corners. Oh, I sprinkled a lot in that corner. It's okay though, because we all make mistakes, and hopefully it won't mess it up, right? That'll just be a yummy spot. But just sprinkle it all over, just kind of like a fancy chef. After you sprinkle all your brown sugar on your cake, you will want to cook your cake in your oven of 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 30 to 40 minutes, and then you're going to want to stick a toothpick in it, and then if it comes out clean, then you can take it out. If it comes out cleanish, you can take it out, and then you're going to want to let it cool for at least 15 minutes before you unfold the pan. So let's go. Don't forget to use oven mitts, very important. I'll get back to you when it's all baked. And so I'm going to show you the picture of what it should look like when you're done, apparently. Let's see if it turns out that way. But you can see the crust is basically like just beautiful cake. And you can see the apples have been seasoned so nicely with the topping. I can't wait for it to come out of the oven. Okay, part of the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm allergic to dairy and eggs. It has been a really hard part. It's been really hard. Yes, there are a lot of dairy-free options, but they don't always taste good, and some of them just don't taste good at all. I miss pizza. I really do. Pizza. But I think it's really hard for people to find options that are allergic to these different kind of foods because there aren't really a lot of options out there. There are a lot of food options, but like you want to make cake. Like there aren't really, like I searched up on YouTube, like I was trying to make cake and I was like allergic to butter and eggs. And all of it had eggs in it or it had butter in it. And I always find it really, really hard to find options for that. This timer is so annoying. Well, it's been 5 minutes. I've been so impatient. I just want to, let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. You ready? Let's take a look. 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 Okay, let's see. I'm going to turn on the light. Light? Can you see? I don't know if you can see. I don't know if you can see, but it looks yummy. I can't really see it either because it's so tall. The baking pan is so tall and there's only a little window, but I'll get back to you when it is done. Okay? Okay, I just got the cake out of the oven, and now we're going to wait for 15 minutes to let it cool all the way before unfolding it from the pan. See you in 15 minutes. Okay, so the first thing that we're gonna do is with a butter knife right here, we're just gonna scrape around the edges to release it from the side. You wanna do this very gently. Make sure not to temper with the cake. We're just kind of making sure that it can come out easily so that it doesn't stick to the sides of the pan when you release it. Okay, the next thing you're going to do, you should see, I'm not good at pronouncing my words today apparently, you should see a little latch on the side here. So you're just going to undo that latch and it will open and it'll go like that. And now you have a little plate. You just have a little plate right here. So I'm just gonna put this plate on another plate. And then there you go. This is your cake. Yummy! Okay, now I'm gonna cut a piece into my cake. Ready for the big reveal? Let me get a plate. Okay, have my plate. Have my knife. Oh, make sure you have an adult supervision with knives, because knives are dangerous. So I'm just gonna cut a little piece here. Oh wow. My God, it like totally crystallized on the top. And the cake on the bottom. It's so delicious. Let me get the cake pan thing. This will work. And I'm just gonna scoop it off. Okay, I need a fork, but let's taste it. Yum, that is really good. It's not too thick and not too dense. It's also fluffy in a way, but it's like pie, but it's not pie crust, it's like cake, and the cake tastes like apples, and so it tastes really, really good. Definitely make this yourself. It's really, really easy to make. I highly recommend, and see you next time on Making It Healthy.